A very good morning all of you. So 28 days are left for your CSIR June 2018. Okay. So till now what you have learned is good enough. Now don't read any more new concepts from now. What all you have to do is this is the thing you have to do to qualify your exam, that is solve papers and practice formulae to qualify CSIR June 2018. Now take this written thing very seriously, I'm telling you, because if you try to understand new topics now, it is just a time waste process. Please stop learning the new things. Whatever you have learned, you'll always feel that it is not sufficient, but believe me, CSIR is a very easy exam. Problem is just that we study so much that we get confused in the exam and we cannot attempt. So today I'll show you what are the chapters you have to learn to qualify your exam, and that too from physical and inorganic chemistry. That is my strategy. Okay, so in this 28 days plan, if you have studied physical chemistry till now, what are the chapters you have to be perfect in the physical chemistry is, the very first chapter is your quantum chemistry, because definitely 20 marks comes from quantum. If you are reading physical chemistry and if you are not reading quantum, then you are in a big loss. Okay, don't leave quantum. I have made videos on quantum, thermodynamics, electrochemistry, kinetics and solid state. Okay, so watch few of my videos, solve previous papers, learn, collect few formulas whatever is available with you, and keep practicing them. That is more than sufficient to qualify your CSIR exam. Okay, so very first chapter is your quantum. Thermodynamics will definitely fetch you 10 marks. Electrochemistry, it depends, mostly 6 marks but sometimes 4 marks. Okay, and kinetics, a definite 4 marks. Solid state, again 4 marks. Okay, so these particulars you have to read from physical chemistry if you have chosen physical chemistry as one of the topics for your CS, right? So this total will fetch you around 42 marks. Okay, apart from this, there is a high probability of asking question from polymers, because definitely question do come from polymers, and that too 4 marks, right? So 4 marks, if you add even to this, you will get 46 marks only from your physical chemistry. See, these are the only specific topics I have given you. You have to be perfect in these 5 topics if you are going through physical chemistry. Okay, and coming to inorganic organometallics, this is the most scoring chapter if you are studying inorganic chemistry. And then bioinorganic, I stress all of you to please read this chapter, because what is the only reason is that there will not be any exceptions if you are studying bioinorganic. Okay, any other chapter you take, let it be even inorganic from organometallics or ESR Mosbar, there will be always exceptions if you are studying chemistry, but bioinorganic is such a topic where there will not be any exceptions, and you just have to read whatever is available in your book. So definitely 12 marks are going to come from your bioinorganic part. So I request you to please concentrate on bioinorganic. I'll try to make more videos on bioinorganic, as I have made only one video of hemoglobin, right, on bioinorganic. So I'll be making few videos, and I request you to please do not leave bioinorganic, as it is the most scoring topic from inorganic chemistry. Organometallics, it is very huge topic. You have to read very selected topics. You cannot read everything. Okay, so another thing is symmetry and group theory. So coming to the symmetry, I'll make a video today where I'll be talking about shortcuts of how to learn symmetry. Okay, and group theory, what are the things you have to be perfect in the group theory is that you should be perfect with the character tables of C2V, C3V, C2H. I mean, these are most important. Every other time questions do appear from these character tables. Like recently the question in 2017 June, sorry, December. The question was C2V character table was given, and the question was, they asked what are the characters of A2. Okay, now if you are perfect with the tables, character tables of this particular point group, very easily you could answer this particular question which appeared for 4 marks. Okay, some other time what they ask is they will give you characters. They'll give 1, 1, minus 1, minus 1, whatever, and they'll ask you the Mulligan symbol. See, if they ask Mulligan symbol, they'll give you characters. If they give the Mulligan symbols, they'll ask you characters, and that's how it goes. So whole chemistry will be running around the character table from the group theory. So most of the time these questions do come in the exam. And another thing what comes is you have to calculate your irreducible representations. I have already made a video on how to calculate irreducible representations in an easy way. Okay, the one which is not given in all the books, a very simple method for the calculation of the irreducible representations. So this is another topic where you cannot find any exceptions. Okay, group theory. So very scoring, definitely you will get 10 to 12 marks from the symmetry and group theory. Okay, so do not leave these bioinorganic and symmetry and group theory at all if you are studying your inorganic chemistry. Even if you have not started, I am sure if you just watch a few videos and study, it will be very easy for you to understand the group theory and symmetry and score 10 marks at least from these chapters. Okay, coming to this, why did I write this is that definite question. Definitely 2 marks will come from Vespa theory. So you don't have to study much. A half an hour preparation is enough if you already know what is Vespa theory and you know what are the questions appear in the exam. The questions will be very simple. Just go through a few exceptions which are there in the VSPER theory, because most of the times exceptions are asked in the exam. Okay, and then Mosbar and ESR. Except to 2017 December, always the questions have been appeared from Mosbar for 4 marks, ESR for 4 marks. Definitely they appear, but this time they did not appear. So there is a high chances of appearing these questions again in this particular 2018 June CSIR. So I request you to be perfect in one of them at least. If you have not read these topics, I request you to read ESR, because this is more easy compared to Mosbar. Mosbar, there are again many you have to study. You have to study iron, iodine, tin and all. But if you go for ESIR, the questions will be very simple. Directly they will give you the molecule and you have to find out the number of lines appeared in the spectrum. That is the common question which appears from ESR. So I have made video on ESIR. I'm sorry, ESR. So you can go and watch that video. If you are even perfect with the videos which I have taken, I think that will be sufficient from the ESR questions. Okay, so definitely you will get 4 marks from your this spectroscopy, and I am expecting 8 marks because last time even Mosbar did not appear. So 4 to 8 marks is definite from your inorganic chemistry. So this will fetch you total of 51 marks roughly. Okay, roughly 51 marks. Now apart from all this, if you add 42 plus 51, you will get 93 marks from this particular topic. See, I have not added IR, UV, mass spectra. Do not read mass spectra, the most lengthiest chapter, but you do not get question, and even if you get, not more than 4 marks. So don't waste your time behind the lengthy chapters and try to understand the difficult things and waste the time. Please go with the easy topics and the one which carries more weightage. Okay, don't study the chemical periodicity, inner transition elements, analytical chemistry. See, if you already know, it's okay, you can have a look, but do not freshly take out the CSIR syllabus and then start reading inner transition elements, because only 1 month is left. Many students do that. They take out the CSIR papers and then see what are the topics present and they just read those topics which they feel are easy. But here you should not read that way. Whatever is coming in the exam for the more weightage, that you have to study. Okay, so don't read what did I say, analytical chemistry. Yeah, don't read analytical chemistry, chemical periodicity, inner transition elements, colloids. These are very small chapters and very less marks to appear in the exam. Okay, read term symbols. Definitely question comes from term symbols. Just one topic if you read, the question is definite. So never leave this kind of topics. If you solve papers, if you solve papers, you'll come to know what are the questions being appeared in the exam. And as you solve papers, there will be many questions from the topics which you have not learned, and you will get habituated to those questions, and there is high probability that that question will appear again in the coming exam. So even if you have not read what do I say, chemical periodicity, okay, but you are solving previous papers, and once you solve the previous papers, even questions will be seen from chemical periodicity. So as you solve them, it will be easy for you even if you do not read for your preparation point. I mean this 28 days plan, even if you do not touch periodicity and solve the papers, you can solve the question in the exam if the question appears from chemical periodicity. That is the importance of solving previous papers. Many formulae, many shortcuts you learn just by solving the previous papers. You do not have to read the chapter completely, right? Apart from this 93 marks, polymers, as I said, 4 marks definitely. And stereochemistry, see, this is one of the simplest topics. RS configuration and all those things will be asked from the stereochemistry, and 2 marks is definite. I cannot tell 4, but 2 marks is definite from stereochemistry. And this is another definite question, NMR. Never ever leave NMR questions. The most scoring again is NMR. Definitely 4 marks. What you have to concentrate is that you have to just read the uh, coupling constants of the various elements, and what was the another, chemical shift. Okay, chemical shift. So once you are perfect in coupling constant and chemical shift, the data questions will appear from NMR, nothing else. So if you know the data, if you can correlate the data with the given compound, very easily you can solve the NMR questions. So do have a look at chemical shift and coupling constant before you come for the exam. Don't read from now. Maybe last 3-4 days you can have a look at the NMR, coupling constants and chemical shifts. And another important topic from organic chemistry which is scoring is aromaticity. I have chosen this because you do not have to spend more time. I did not write asymmetric synthesis or pericyclic because that takes lot of efforts to understand, and then what happens is that you may not get a direct question. You may get some question from reagents, and then they link up to asymmetric or pericyclic. So there is no chance of getting a direct question from pericyclic or any other chapters of organic. But aromaticity, yeah, I think this is easy and scoring. Exceptions are there in this chapter. You have to read the exceptions, like the pyrene molecule. It is not aromatic, okay, but generally we found it aromatic. There is exception behind that particular molecule. So aromaticity is one of the easiest chapters again to score 4 marks for your CSIR. So if I add these things, you will get 14 marks. So to the 93, if I add 14, I am getting 107 marks from this particular preparation. Okay.